Alright, welcome back, Farr fam. Hope you guys are all having a great and amazing day today. We have a very, very special episode. We're going to be talking about the pros, the cons, and everything you must know before going to BOMA. Now, we're going to be talking about what it is, some of the things and experiences we had, and the pros and cons. So, we hope you guys enjoy it. Hit that like button, subscribe, so let's just dive into it.
So BOMA is an African cuisine, all-you-can-eat buffet located at Animal Kingdom Lodge. The adults cost $54 and the kids cost $32. The ages 10 and up is considered adult, even though, you know.
So obviously this is going to be more of an expensive meal, especially for us. We're spending $54 on a single meal is expensive, and $32 for a kid, that's expensive. So now that we kind of know what it is, now let's talk about the pros and cons and, you know, everything you must know before going there. All right, so starting off, this is a very, very unique restaurant. There is going to be foods there that you will probably not see anywhere else. I mean, we had ribs, steak, salmon, and then we had things like oxtail stew.
Yep.
And then there was a whole bunch of other things that we really didn't even try.
There was chicken, you know, they do have more normal things if you're kind of a pickier eater like myself. But then they also have, you know, crazy stuff like that. They also have a salad bar. They have like little appetizers. Oh, yeah. You know, they had noodles, soup, I think like a chili or something. Yeah. They had hummus and pita. They had a whole bunch of like appetizers. So they didn't just have meals, they had appetizers as well. Yeah. And they also do have really good dessert. The desserts are very good. They had something there, kind of go off topic for a quick second, but they had something there called zebra balls. And guys, all three of us love them.
I cannot tell you, if they sold these near us, we would be buying them almost every day. They are that good. It's like a mousse. It's super good. Even Jace, our nephew, who's 10, 9, 10, 9? 9. He loved them. Sorry, Jace, if you're watching.
And we'll kind of put some clips in of our plates so you can kind of see what we got. They just have a whole array of different foods for any type of eater, but their main cuisine is African. Yeah. All right, another fantastic thing that we loved is the resort itself is super cool. You know, within 5 minutes of walking, you can see giraffes, zebras, and a whole bunch of animals, which is cool. So, and guys, a little thing here. We're going there in almost a month. We're going back. And from going to BOMA's, this was why we booked our next trip at Animal Kingdom Lodge, because we fell in love with it when we went to BOMA. And that's why Carter, you know, we had said that we would love to stay there, and so then he actually did and planned it all, but that's why we fell in love with the resort, is from going to BOMA's.
And if you guys haven't seen the surprise where I surprised Lindsay with that, go check it out. I'll put it down below. All right, speaking of the resort itself is awesome. It's more of like an African style. You walk in and it actually is almost breathtaking. You walk into this big open room and you can see like different African artifacts and beautiful stuff art like that, which is so cool to see.
Yeah, you wouldn't even think you're walking into a Disney resort.
I know, and when people think, oh, I'm going to Disney, they think of like Mickey, and but in reality, like something like that, you wouldn't even know it was a Disney resort if you didn't know. I don't know.
Another pro is that they offer breakfast and dinner buffets. We went for the dinner, but you can also do breakfast as well. We just wanted to kind of try the dinner.
And guys, we're going back to BOMA too for breakfast. So stay tuned. I'm sure we'll do another breakfast review to see if it's good. And pretty much the last pro is the food's really good. You're not going into like a cheap place. The food is high quality. The oxtail stew is good. The chicken's good. The ribs, the salmon, everything is very good. It's not like bad or anything like that. It's actually very good. So, which is awesome. Alright, so now that we talked about all the things we loved, now let's talk about the things that we didn't. Starting with, there is no character dining. This wasn't a huge thing for us just because Jace is 9 years old, so he wasn't looking for like Mickey and all those guys. But anyways, if you're going there with kids, you know, you're spending a lot of money, and so it would be cool if they did have some character meetups and where they kind of walk around. I know they do it at Ohana's, I believe, which is another...
Yeah, there's other restaurants on Disney property, not necessarily Animal Kingdom, but there are other restaurants that offer character meets. The next con isn't really too much of an issue, but we did notice it when we were there, is that it is extremely loud and extremely crowded.
Yes.
And now restaurants are going to be loud, they're going to be crowded. The tables were really, really close to each other. We constantly had people walking behind us, and like we're having to scoot in, and you know, we were like, it's just a big open space, and they do have booths that you can sit at, but
it's kind of luck of the draw.
Yeah,
really.
Luck of the draw. And we were at a table smack dab in the center of the room. So we had waiters and people, you know, like, excuse me, you know.
And you'll hear kids crying.
Yeah.
If you're looking for like a sit down romantic, you know, place, this probably isn't the move.
So another con is a con that isn't really a big deal for us, but it might be for someone who maybe has been at the park all day or just likes being waited on. But it is a buffet, so you go up and get your own food. The waiters do bring your drinks, and they do clean up your plates and things like that, but you have to go up and wait in line and get your own food, which really isn't that big of a deal. We kind of enjoyed it because you got to pick how much you wanted and things like that. So it really wasn't a big deal. But if you are looking for more of like a sit down, getting waited on, this might not be the best option for you.
All right, another con or thing we did not like about BOMA is it's expensive. It was, for 3 of us, it was like $150. I'm not sure if that's including tip or what. I just know that's around what it was. And that's pretty expensive, no matter what. You know, that's going to like a nice steakhouse or something like that. So obviously it's gonna be expensive. You're gonna try new foods, but at a price. So you gotta bring your wallet.
The next con is that you have to book reservations at least 60 days in advance. This is a restaurant that books up very quickly. They have limited space. If you don't do it far enough in advance, you will not get a reservation for this restaurant.
And the walk up is virtually none. There's no like walk up, you know, that same day. You know, people went up there and got turned away when we were there. So reservations go very quick.
Yes. And the last con is something that I kind of was more of a con for me than you. And is that if you are a picky eater, you may not like this restaurant. I'm a very picky eater. I eat like a 12-year-old kid. And Jace actually ate more stuff than I did because Carter and Jace are not picky.
Yeah,
you know?
We kind of eat whatever.
They like a lot of exotic things. I like chicken tenders and mac and cheese. And that's what I ate there. They did have mac and cheese. They did have chicken tenders. They had rolls, they had salad, veggies, things like that I did eat. But the thing is that the chicken tenders and the mac and cheese were like okay. They're like average. Obviously the star of the show is going to be the African cuisine. And from what they were saying was phenomenal. So, you know, you are spending $54 for me to eat chicken tenders and mac and cheese. So if you are a picky eater, or if you have kids that are picky eaters, like really picky eaters, maybe this wouldn't be the best option.
All right, so now that we kind of talked about the pros, the cons, and everything you must know, we're gonna give 2 ratings and kind of how we experienced it, kind of the things we liked and everything. So do you want to start or should I?
Sure, I'll start. So I gave BOMA for the dinner buffet, because I feel like I'm gonna like the breakfast.
Yes, Lindsay is more of a breakfast
I love breakfast, and I know the breakfast foods that they have. But anyway, so for the dinner buffet, I gave BOMA a 4.3 stars out of 5. I thought that the food was good. I thought the atmosphere was fantastic. I thought the place was a fun place. I got more joy out of seeing Carter and Jace trying new things than eating myself. I feel like my food was just
probably average.
I mean, it was good. It wasn't like I hated the food. I ate all of it. The dessert was really good. I think that'd be my favorite part. But I would say 4.3 just because I'm more of a picky eater.
So I'm gonna give a rating out of 5 stars. I'm gonna give a 4.8 out of 5. I thought it was fantastic. I loved the food, the atmosphere. I thought it was cool. You were within 5 minutes, you know, of like giraffes, zebras, stuff like that. So you feel like you're at like an African place, which is awesome. And the food's great. Obviously, what brings it down is the price and how it's kind of loud and crowded. I think those two things were the biggest drawbacks of this place, but you're at a Disney place with kids and stuff like that. It's gonna be crowded.
Loud.
Nothing I can do to control it. Would I go back? I probably would.
I don't think I would, unless like Carter really, really wanted to go. I'd be like, okay, yeah, that's fine. But me personally, I'm not dying to go back for dinner. I am dying to go for breakfast.
Yeah, breakfast is gonna be exciting. We can't wait for that. And I'll put, you know, the vlog on when we went to BOMA down below so you guys can check that out. But other than that, I think that's it for the video. So we'll see you guys later. Hit that like button, subscribe, because we're almost nearing 200 subscribers.
Yes.
Which is absolutely crazy. Appreciate every single one of you. So we'll see you guys probably tomorrow in another video. Take care, guys.